Length and a half on Sweet Lucy. Marcis the inside. Paris Duo went a bit wide on straightening. And then Dynamic Blaze, Sucrum and Torbellino the outside. Paris Duo to the 200. He's about a length clear on Marcis. Sucrum can't do any better, followed by Dynamic Blaze, Sweet Lucy. Torbellino can't catch this leader. Paris Duo, Dynamic Blaze having a late shot. Oh boy, Paris Duo's run out onto Dynamic Blaze, bumped him, and we'll hear more. Paris Duo's beaten Dynamic Blaze, but much more will be heard. Then Sucrum, Sweet Lucy, Marcis and Torbellino last, and found the comeback in distance too much.
Okay, number 5, Paris Duo, for what it's worth, the win dividend, 450, 230, 2 Dynamic Blaze. Its win dividend, 510 and 270 for Sucrum to return no third.
The 5, Paris Duo, ridden by Larry Cassidy, has paid 440 in New South Wales the win and 220 the place. Dynamic Blaze, number 2, Kevin Forrester, and the tote dividend is 280. I have a look at this shot here with about 100 metres to go, where Paris Duo was in front, about a length and a half. Dynamic Blaze was starting to warm up, and then Paris Duo started to get the dipsy doodles, and he came right out, and he bumped Dynamic Blaze, put Dynamic Blaze off balance, and then Dynamic Blaze started to get a move on. And let's have a look at this action as they get close to home. The winning margin will be most interesting from my point of view, and they've frozen that well short of the line. Anyway, past the post 5, 2 and 4, and the time 134.10, 134.10. The record is 127.69, but they, as I said, they went a hacking speed down the back. They didn't quicken until Larry started to rev up on Paris Duo, 500 metres to go. 34.80 was the sectional time there, and the Quinella, $9.50. I'm very interested to see the winning margin, but I think you'll find that Kev Forrester, who was involved in a protest on Wednesday at Canterbury, will fire one in here against Larry Cassidy, Paris Duo. Now, the margin, most interesting, 3/4 of a length. Well, that protest that Shane Dye was involved in on Wednesday was a 3/4 of a length margin. It was dismissed, and Ray Murray, Chief Steward, said if the margin had been that little bit shorter, it might have been a different kettle of fish. Look, I'm not preempting things here, but it's a different type of situation in this particular case as to that protest I referred to involving Shane on Wednesday last.
Racing, Victoria Park missed it a length and a half. Hong Kong Star not brilliant away and bouncing very quickly from the outside. Checkmore with Danajaya going out quickly. Just behind them, Ruling Region, followed on the outside of those by Bento. Coltar is up on the outside. Permai in that division, a length and a half. Pride of Telton. Further back in the race, then Sir Swayze. On the inside, Maximal, Victoria Park, and further back, Energized, Source of Divorce, Ken Daring and Hong Kong Star. Checkmore led now at the turn at the 850 from Danajaya. Bento's a half away third the outside. 2 to Permai. Outside at 5th is Coltar, 2 to Ruling Region at the inside. Sir Swayze going up deep. Then Victoria Park, Pride of Telton, Source of Divorce around Energize. A length and a half then to Maximal. Further back, Ken Daring, and last of all, Hong Kong Star. Danajaya got to Checkmore at the 400-metre mark. A length and a half, Permai. Bento's gone. Then Victoria Park, and further back, Coltar under some pressure around the outside of it, Sir Swayze. Danajaya, Checkmore up to the turn, 2 in front of Permai. A length in Victoria Park when they turn on the corner. Checkmore and Danajaya, 2 to Permai, and the Victoria Park, Coltar and Sir Swayze. Danajaya just in front. Here's old Coltar. Coltar out in the middle, picked them up in a couple of bounds, hit the front from Sir Swayze and Permai, and Coltar races away. Coltar a length and a half, Sir Swayze, 3/4 third Permai, then Danajaya, Victoria Park, Source of Divorce, and out wide Hong Kong Star. Checkmore and Energize. Further back in the race, Ken Daring, Pride of Telton, followed by Ruling Regent, then Maximal, and tailed off is Bento.
And the winner number 10, Coltar, 22.80 and 6.20. 3 Sir Swayze, 3.90. 8 Permai, 4.60.
And on Super Tap, number 10, Coltar to pay 17.90 and 4.50. 3 Sir Swayze, 3.40, and 8 for third Permai to pay 6.40. And the treble on the combination there of 6, 4 and 10 to return $1,785.70. This is the National Racing Service, Triple S FM. It's coming up to 2:45. 73.35 around the ring, 11 280, 6 cubical, 12 330, 7 is out, 8 Brave Royal.
And the favourite jumped away nicely from the inside, Heart Ruler, however won't lead, and at the moment it's a swarm of horses going for the front spot with Mac and Me and Stony Bay on the extreme outside, just showing the way, but Yobro's kicking up and Heart Ruler's on the inside making a line of 4, and a length further back is On and On, Dancehall Dame, Shoshaloza, then Inshallah, Ask the Way to Pete the Painter, Cybele, and 5 lengths to Magic as they work out of the straight, and Stony Bay hits the front now, and Stony Bay opens up 3/4 to a half length on Mac and Me, racing with his mouth wide open. 2 lengths to Heart Ruler. My goodness, she's getting a magnificent run in the early stages. Next is On and On, trapped out wide. Dancehall Dame on the fence, and between On and Dancehall Dame is Yobro. A length and a half further back in the field is Inshallah wide. Ask the Waiters in the middle. Cybele is on the fence. A length to Pete the Painter, the Victorian horse, parked inside the rank outside is Shoshaloza, and about to tack on another 2 lengths away is Magic. Working to the back of the course, and Stony Bay races to the 1400 metres in the McKell Cup, making play by a length and 3/4 Mac and Me. Similar margin, the third, Heart Ruler, one off the fence now. Dancehall Dame on her inside. A length to Yobro and On racing abreast, followed closely by Cybele, Ask the Waiter. Inshallah not having much luck out on a limb. 2 to Pete the Painter, 3/4 Shoshaloza, and again 4 lengths to Magic. Down the back of the track and going towards the 1,000 marker, no change whatsoever, and it's Stony Bay setting the speed, a length and a quarter clear on Mac and Me. Now Heart Ruler's going up 3 wide, a length Dancehall Dame and Yobro, followed by On and On, Ask the Way to Cybele. Further back is Inshallah, 2 to Pete the Painter and Shoshaloza, and 4 lengths to Magic as they come down past the 700 metres. And Stony Bay, the leader from Pretty Well the Word Go, a half length clear on Mac and Me. Heart Ruler still out 3 wide, a length further back Dancehall Dame, followed by Yobro, being wound up at the head of the others then as they come to the corner. On and On, but Stony Bay went back like a prick balloon. It will be Stone Motherless last at any tick of the clock as they round the corner, and Mac and Me raced away. Mac and Me about 3 lengths, Cybele, Dancehall Dame. Well, Heart Ruler's gone back almost as quickly as Stony Bay at the 250, and Mac and Me to Cybele. Magic has come from tailed off with Inshallah. Mac and Me is about to be grabbed by Magic on the outside. Magic hits the front. Inshallah's going with it. Magic and Inshallah. Mac and Me fighting back. Inshallah, Magic. Magic maybe. Magic maybe from Inshallah with Mac and Me and On close up. And a real go for third. Followed at the head of the others. Ask the Way to Cybele, and then Heart Ruler, followed by Pete the Painter. Good margin off then came Dancehall Dame, and the last group, Stony Bay and company with Shoshaloza and Yobro.
Protest Adelaide, third against second. Correct weight Perth.
Terrific.
Okay, number 5, Magic, if it gets it there, 18.50 and 3.90 in Sydney. 10 Insular. The other one in it, 29.30 and 6.10. Those for third, 6 Mac and Me, 3.20 or 11 On and On, $4.80. Correct weight Queanbeyan in the previous. The margins were 3 by a length and a half, 1:31.96 the time.
Number 10 is second, Inshallah, written by Craig Carmody. Number 11, On and On, written by Larry Cassidy in third spot. 5, 10 and 11. By gee, that's been a performance. It's come from, I reckon going out of the straight, it was 6 lengths from the second last horse. Now, let's check those. Tote 16.80 and 3.80 number 5, 7.40 number 10, 5.20 number 11, $200.50 will be the Quinella in New South Wales, 682.80 will be the exacta, and the trifecta $6,721.80. Now Stony Bay, well, I'm blowed if I know what happened to him.
Queenstown It stalls are back, they're off and running, broken a beautiful line too. Ad Infinitum and Costello first to break away out in the centre now from Godswaki, and on the inside Rules Galore. Sweet Lady Bird and further out Western Reality travelling forward. Costello had its head in front on the early point. Went to the lead now from Sweet Lady Bird, Western Reality. Ad Infinitum on the inside fourth, then Lanceret followed by Queenstown Kate. The inside Rules Galore from Common Style, then Godswaki, Dolbeat. Further back in the race Souliere, and last of all Petite Tunis. 1600 to go. And Costello Costello out just over a length in front of Western Reality 2 to Sweet Ladybird. Over on the inside is Ad Infinitum running fourth. A length and a half, Rules Galore on the inside of Lanzaret. Then Queenstown Kate. She's just travelling out a little wide. Around Godswaki, followed by Common Style. 3 deep around Dolveed on the inside. Petite Junice. 1.5 last of all is Soulier. At the turn at the 1250 metre mark. And Costello goes to the back. A length and a half in front now from Western Reality. 2 to Ad Infinitum. A half Sweet Ladybird. 2 further back. Fifth Rules Galore on the inside of Lanzaret running sixth. A length and a half Queenstown Kate, who's got in now on the outside there of Godswaki. 1 then to Dolveet. Petite Junice on the outside of those Common Style and Soulier last of all. 1,000 metres to go down the back, and the leader is Costello. 3/4 to Western Reality. Ad Infinitum is parked away third. Fourth on the outside, Sweet Ladybird. 2 further back. Fifth on the inside, Rules Galore. 3/4 sixth the outside is further back than Lanzaret from Queenstown Kate. Got a bit of ground to make up. Dolveed outside it from Common Style. Godswaki, Soulier and Petite Junice. Costello in front under pressure though. On the outside coming out at Western Reality at the 600 metre mark. Then Ad Infinitum, Sweet Ladybird, and here's Queenstown Kate putting in a run. She's coming home from Rules Galore. Further back Dolveet, Lanzaret and Soulier. 350 out Western Reality from Sweet Ladybird, and on the outside Queenstown Kate makes a line of 3. Soulier getting out and coming home well, then Rules Galore, and further back Dolveet. On the turn Sweet Ladybird tackled by Queenstown Kate. Western Reality the fence and wider out. Soulier is winding up. Soulier out deep, race to Queenstown Kate and Sweet Ladybird. Soulier out in the middle has sprinted clear now from Sweet Ladybird and Queenstown Kate, and it's all over here. Soulier comes away 3/4 on the post to Sweet Ladybird. Third Queenstown Kate from Western Reality Dolveet. Then Rules Galore, a long gap Lanzaret, Common Style, Godswaki, Costello, Ad Infinitum and Petite Junice has tailed off.
2 Soulier, 7.10, 2.20. 4 Sweet Ladybird, 2.20. 1 Queenstown Kate, 1.90.
2 Soulier, 5.80, 2 even. Number 4 Sweet Ladybird, 2.20, and 1 Queenstown Kate, $1.90. Dividends coming through now for race number 6 in Brisbane, with correct weight there on 1,414. 1 was the winner. Zuccarino paid $7.10 and $2.70. Second placing to number 4, Gold Hood, paid $1.80, and third 14, Labu Lady, paid $5. Quinella $15.50. Trifecta $676.50. The treble on 3, 5 and 1, $190.30, scratching 5 from race 6 on the program in Brisbane today. We have
5 started just holding them there. Now they're off. Racing here in the Belmont Classic, and Belle Quinn seemed to jump awkwardly and veered out and bumped onto Space Weapon, and off the inside Chief Wild Eagle in company with Captain Swish. Jewel of Ireland broke well, so did the favourite Lawmaker, and over on the outside Kavorka's going to pull his way to the front against Nucky, and as they join up with the course proper, it's the Ravenel youngster Kavorka going to the front from Lawmaker. A little more fired up today, travelling second against Harvey. Belle Quinn third. Space Weapon trapped out 3 deep for the moment from the filly Jewel of Ireland, and then it's Cry and Time on the rails. 2 lengths to Chief Wild Eagle, getting back off the speed. Ty Jan is next, and then Captain Swish, Laura Lane, Go the Demon, and Celebrity Princess, the tail ender. As the Classic field wends their way towards the next corner, going out of the home straight, and Nucky was able to bring back Kavorka and settle him up through the crossing. Kavorka the leader, Lawmaker's second, about to switch off the fence here, and then Belle Quinn going around the outside of Jewel of Ireland, and it's Cry and Time. A length and 3/4 further back to Ty Jan on the inside, settling nicely here in the early stages, and a half length away then Space Weapon. Go the Demons back on the inside of Chief Wild Eagle, and they've slowed right down in the back, and then a length and a half to Laura Lane and Captain Swish. Celebrity Princess is the tail ender. To the back of the course at the halfway stage, and the leader is Kavorka from the favourite Lawmaker. It's Cry and Time has gone through on the rails to be third inside of the Bellotto filly Belle Quinn. She's going okay, and then 2 lengths off on the outside Jewel of Ireland, her stable mate. Belle Quinn's making a lightning move now to try and grab the lead at the 1,000, and shortly afterwards Belle Quinn raced a half length in front of Kavorka, Lawmaker third, and then it's Cry and Time who came off the fence, allowing Ty Jan to go through. Over on the outside then is Jewel of Ireland as they start to pack up here midfield. Around the outside then, further back in the field then at the head of the others was Chief Wild Eagle, followed between horses by Go the Demon, and then Laura Lane, Captain Swish and Celebrity Princess. 600 to go, and over on the inside Belle Quinn led the way from Kavorka. Lawmaker's about to move up 3 deep now, and there goes Chief Chief Wild Eagle. He's coming at them 4 deep now at the 450. It's Crying Time, desperately ridden. Tai Jan, likewise the rail, but battling on. Jewel of Ireland appeared to be gone. She's called it a day. Go the Demon next in the strike. Now Harvey gives Lawmaker his head. Bell Quinn battling on grandly on the fence. Lawmaker, Bell Quinn, the two leaders, they've got it between themselves. It's Lawmaker, he pulls the whip. Bell Quinn, she won't give in. 100 to go. Lawmaker, though, gains the upper hand. He now shrugs off little Bell Quinn. Captain Swish runs to third, but the favourite pulls away and he wins the classic. Lawmaker beat Bell Quinn. Gallant in defeat, 4 lengths to Captain Swish. Then Space Weapon, Go the Demon, Chief Wild Eagle, Celebrity Princess, Laura Lane, It's Crying Time, well back to Tai Jan, Jewel of Ireland, and the early pacemaker Kavorka has wound up last of all in the Belmont Classic.
Well, he's ridden the first 3 winners now, Paul Harvey. Lawmaker, 260.140, taking the Belmont Classic. Belquin, 550, and Captain Swish at $4, 691, race 3. 3 rides, 3 wins so far for Paul Harvey. He's on a very good chance in the next 2, our Bonnie Lass.
In the Southern Cross, a beautiful dispatch. And one of the early leaders is Bay Tights. Right up there is Morphy, and the same 4 Fraud on the inside with Waku Lash. And then comes Burrito, Sea Fighter, followed by Ripper getting back, and then Zulu Chief threading his way through the pack. Funny Tail is over on the inside, a length and a half to Chosen Warrior, followed by Blue Gum. And last in a compact field, Saltash Castle. Bay Tights in front going down to the 1,000. 3/4 of a length on Morphy. Sea Fighter, no luck, 3 wide a length. The Fraud on the inside of Waku Lash. Zulu Chief is out off the track, and then Burrito, Funny Tail, Ripper is caught wide, and then comes Chosen Warrior, who's well back in the field with Saltash Castle, and Blue Gum brings up the rear. On the side, 700 to go, and Sea Fighter, who is out in no man's land, goes to the lead now from Bay Tights. Morphy's another 2 lengths away. Third, Fraud is 4th on the inside from Waku Lash. Zulu Chief is out off the course, and then comes Burrito. Funny Tail, the rails. Very deep is Ripper, followed by Blue Gum, Chosen Warrior, and Saltash Castle. They're homeward bound now. 420 left to run on the heavily backed Sea Fighter. Straightens up and increases his lead to 3 lengths on Bay Tights. A length to Zulu Chief, followed by Morphy, Funny Tail, Fraud. Ripper's a mile back as they come to the 200, and Sea Fighter still about 2 lengths clear. Bay Tights in second posse, and then Zulu Chief. At the moment, Bay Tights having a struggle to get to Sea Fighter. Sea Fighter is still the leader. Bay Tights can't pick him up, and Sea Fighter wins the Southern Cross and lands some big bets. Sea Fighter from Bay Tights and Zulu Chief, and Funny Tail, Chosen Warrior, followed by Burrito, Fraud, Saltash Castle, Blue Gum, Waku Lash, Ripper, and Morphy finished at the tail of the field.
Correct weight, Adelaide.
By gee, that was a good run and a...
Correct weight, Queanbeyan in number 9. Sea Fighter in Sydney, 850 and 260. 5 Bay Tights to pay 210, and 8 Zulu Chief to pay 160.
So they couldn't run Sea Fighter down, particularly where it counted on the post. Number 9 has returned 830 and 260 and has landed some decent bets. Number 5 is second, Bay Tights, honest in defeat. Went down with colours flying at $2.30, and number 8 in the third spot. Gee, that was a decent run too. Zulu Chief, he never got on the track, and he's paid $1.70. It's 9.58 in a very interesting Southern Cross. The winner by Mr. C from Bonnie, Carleen. A bay gelding forward trained by John Size continues his wonderful run. Owner Mr. R.A. Joel and ridden by Brian York, beating Bay Tights by Tights from Meteor Minx, a 3-year-old bay gelding, Johnny Roberts Wyong, Justin Sheehan, and Zulu Chief, a brown or black gelding, a 3-year-old by Red Anchor, Shining Flight, Max Crockett Mudgee, Kevin Forrester.
Stalls back, they're off and running.
Horn in the saddle. Light on. And they're racing. Cheat the Bears from the inside began quickly. Sahara Imperial's going fast to head him off in the early part. And at the end of 150, Sahara Imperial in front of Chief de Beers. Sahara Zed's going forward quickly on the outside. Then Noble Gypsy, followed by Hot Property Nevitt. And last of all, Sahara Jeff to the first turn, 900 metres to go. And Sahara Imperial, the leader. Sahara Zed in second spot. Noble Gypsy at the moment racing third from Hot Property. Now Chief de Beers having a little bit of trouble to keep up with his big weight. He's 5th on the fence. He's going forward now. And then came Nevitt on the outside of Sahara Jeff. Past the 600, approaching the turn. Sahara Imperial led Sahara Zed. Then Noble Gypsy, Hot Property. Now Chief de Beers, he's 5th on the fence. He's got no room. Further back in the field came Nevitt. And then Sahara Jeff as they turn the corner. Sahara Imperial, the leader. Sahara Z coming out after him. Chief De Beers trying to get into the clear. And then came Noble Gypsy to the 250. Sahara Z and Sahara Imperial led together. Chief De Beers is into the clear now. He's trying hard to get to Sahara Z. Sahara Z just in front of Sahara Imperial. Chief De Beers is coming now, and look at Nevitt. Chief De Beers is flashing up. He took the lead. He's got up. 19 wins. Thank you. Chief De Beers has got up to win. The crowd have gone berserk here from either Nevitt out wide or Sahara Z, then Sahara Imperial, Sahara Jeff, Noble Gypsy, and last home is Hot Property. Number 1 goes into the frame. He's done it again. What a horse. What a horse. Chief De Beers. $2.65 and $1.60 ridden by Chris Morn. Sahara Z had the race shot to bits. Chief De Beers came after him. Nevitt flew down the outside. But look at Chief De Beers. 63.5. He's got to Sahara Z, put his nose in front. Nevitt rattles down the outside. You'll see him coming into screen now. But Chief De Beers wins again. His 19th win. Sahara Z's run second. Nevitt's run third. The numbers are 1, 2 and 3. Here they come around the bend. Sahara Imperial the leader. Sahara Z in second spot. Now Morn's in a pocket on the fence on Chief De Beers. He comes around the heels of Dittman, has a little bit of a shoulder-to-shoulder with Noble Gypsy. In the meantime, Nevitt in the bright pink colours running last is trying to get into the clear. Dittman pulls the Persuader in the right hand on Sahara Z. Sahara Imperial wants to hang. Sahara Z gets to Sahara Imperial, and Chris Morn pulls the whip on Chief De Beers. And here he comes with the 63.5. Nevitt's going to rock it late with the bright pink colours, but Dittman drives Sahara Z to the lead. But here he comes, the little son of Hula Chief. He gets to Sahara Z, takes the lead. Nevitt was rocketing down the outside, but Chief De Beers took the lead close to home, and Chief De Beers has beaten Sahara Z and Nevitt. Sahara Imperial's run fourth, and he's coming back to the gate now, the Chief, to a very big ovation. 19 wins on the Doomben track. He's never won anywhere else. Chrissy Morn with the whip in the air when they went over the line, I'd say, I wouldn't say it's elation. I'd say it's pressure off the raise of the whip in the air. He was on a hiding to nothing. It was relief, Don. I think you're right. He was on a hiding to nothing on that horse today, and he rode him brilliantly, and that will be a thrill this boy will never forget. The 3-kilo claimer from Toowoomba, Chris Morn, and the crowd giving him an ovation. The crowd just love him. You know, you just can't help but admire him. You just can't help. Mr. and Mrs. Barry Green up, the connections coming back with him. You'd think this was the 10,000 all over again. He's just amazing. Now, what's his prize money? What did he get today? Another 14.5. So it takes him up to, well, he's still around the 1.4 mark. Nevitt got home strongly into third. Quinella paid $3.30. Trifecta, $15.90. Have a look at Chris Morn. Have a look at the smile on this kid. The Daly double on 1 and 1, $21. The treble 5, 1 and 1, $122.40. That was a big essay for that boy today. A big essay to ride up that horse. He had a lot of pressure on him. He had the inside alley. He didn't bustle the horse when he just couldn't go early. He let him make up his ground on the fence. He got him into the clear and rode him out with the whip. And I can tell you that that win will go a long way to establishing Chris Morn's race riding career.
They're off and running this time, and on the inside, Ron 1 Frisbee bounced quickly. Dancing Sculptor away fast. My Bodyguard and Norfolk Island. Martago just behind those when they settle down. Dancing Sculptor takes up the lead, and he leads now. Plushka pushing forward around the outside to hit him, followed by My Bodyguard deeper on the track from Martago, Norfolk Island. Ron 1 Frisbee, and right around the outside, Jiminy travelling up now. Just off midfield, a little wide now, Saboom. 2 further back in the race, Nightly Sword, followed by Dance Land, Carinya Habit, then Video Fan and Tarbob last of all. 1,000 to go. Plushka takes it up in front now by a length. My Bodyguard, 1.5 Jiminy. Fourth on the inside, Dancing Sculptor from Martago. Then Norfolk Island, 1.5 lengths further back, Sir Boom on the outside of Ron 1. 2 lengths further back is in the field now Dance Land on the inside of Nightly Sword. 1 Carinya Habit, 1/2 Video Fan. 2 to Tarbob last of all at the 800-metre turn. Plushka 1/2 My Bodyguard, 1 length in Jiminy. Further back in the race, Martago around at Norfolk Island. 2 further back, Sir Boom. He's into the clear if he's good enough from that point. point. Nightly Sword outside him. Dancing Sculptor dropping off. Further back, Frisbee, followed by Danceland, Video Fan, Carinya Habit. Ron One went back to second last, and Tarbob last of all. Before the turn now, Jiminy out wide, going up to Plushka. Back in the middle is My Bodyguard, and here's Sir Boom putting in his run, and Nightly Sword going around the outside from Video Fan. On the turn, Jiminy got up to Plushka a length, then Sir Boom, he's still coming. Then Nightly Sword, and further back Video Fan, but Sir Boom has grabbed Jiminy at the 200-metre mark, and the top weight hit the front. Sir Boom from Jiminy down the centre of the track. Nightly Sword from Video Fan. Sir Boom's finding a bit though. He's a length in front. He'll get home, Sir Boom, today. Sir Boom by a length and a half to Nightly Sword. Third, Video Fan just in front of Jiminy. Further back in the race, Plushka from Danceland and Dancing Sculptor. Carinya Habit, Tarbob beat a few home. My Bodyguard followed by Norfolk Island, Frisbee, Matego, and near the tail of the field, back poor runners, Run One.
1 Sir Boom, 310, 160, 9 Nightly Sword, 420, 4 Video Fan, 190.
Number 1, Saboom, 320, 150. 9 Nightly Sword to return, 490. 4 Video Fan, $2. And the Daily Double Melbourne on the combination of 10 and 1 to return $51.50. Totes. Queanbeyan race 5, 317, 3 Garden.
And they're off. And immediately Golf Circuit dropped out the back, and Wiggly Woo to the lead narrowly from Patu, and going up smartly is Shand. Then Double Angle and Trouble in Mind. Kiwi Bonus trapped out wide, followed by Tudor Lane. A break to Sweet Consort, 3 and 4 wide. The favourite Miss Windsor, then Truly Diamonds. Length and a half further back, then comes Lively Mariah, Just Like Crystal, Tiptoe in. And 3 lengths Golf Circuit, 700 to go. And Shand the leader clearly, a length and a half. Second, Kiwi Bonus, Wiggly Woo third. A length and a half into Patu. Sweet Consort is losing some ground, very wide out next as they come down to the corner. Miss Windsor. Over on the fence is Double Angle, and Very Deep Trouble in Mind. A length and a half, Tudor Lane. Truly Diamonds, followed by Lively Mariah, Just Like Crystal, Golf Circuit and Tiptoe in, but Shan straightens up, and at the 350 has a lead of 3 lengths on Wiggly Woo. Sweet Consort, Kiwi Bonus, Miss Windsor would need a shake a leg, and then comes Patu. Double Angles making some ground along the rails, but Shand in front, 200 metres to go. Darryl McClellan, hands and heels. It's been a big day for Darryl, and he might get Shand home here. Sweet Consort battles on with Miss Windsor and Wiggly Woo, but it's all Shand. Shand wins it well. Second, Sweet Consort. Third, Miss Windsor, followed home then by Wiggly Woo, Truly Diamonds, and then Tudor Lane, Double Angle, Tiptoe in, Patu. Golf Circuit, Just Like Crystal, Lively Mariah, Kiwi Bonus, and Trouble in Mind back at the tail of the field.
11 Shan, 970 and 340. 1 Sweet Consort, 480. 4 Miss Windsor, 160.
He won the Cup today, the McKell Cup on Magic, and he's booted Shand home. Kevin Gaver, of course, the normal rider, wouldn't have got down to the weight, and Shand has been able to score here at 990 and 310 by Quest for Fame. Gee, aren't they going well? Out of Camille, Brown Filly, 3. Philip Atkins, the trainer for Peter Flynn. The boss at Woodlands started Denman, Miss N. Cramsey, DJ Atkins, RM Neil, K. Whaler and DP Selby. 11 the winner, Shand. Number 1 will be Second, Sweet Consort. Ran a good race, first up since March. First run for new trainer Max Lees at Newcastle. So Broadmeadow, Quinella, Cameron Swan aboard, $4.30. And the third will go to number 4, Miss Windsor. She's by sanction from Jubilee Miss. She's going to return $1.70. Bay Mare, John Hawke, Larry Cassidy. 11 won 4. 7 ran 4th, Wiggly Woo. Number 10 was 5th, Truly Diamonds, and we haven't got a 6th position here as yet. Quinella, $86, Exacta, $127.30, and the trifecta, $760.30. Shand has had 9 starts, 5 wins, a second and a third, so she's really been a great money spinner for her connections, and she went in like a lamb today. She's had a few problems at the barrier.
Big on Dreams, and we wait on Jerome Jurenovic, Ushku, Regula, Rancho, Spark and Swords drawn. Big on Dreams looks to have gone in.
Oh. Totes the last Brisbane. 4-3-12. 4 was the winner, Madam Celeste, $10.10 and $3.30. Second went to 3, Tribalistic, paid $2.30, and third 12, Festive Flight, paid $4. Quinella, $28.90. Trifecta, $568.40. Scratching 6 and 15 from race 8 at Doomben in Brisbane to wrap that program up for the day. Now the Valley, race 8, the last, with Brian Martin.